heart of the vast Pacific, where the ocean kisses the sky and the islands dance with the sun, the ancient stories of our ancestors come to life. These are the tales of wisdom, courage, and adventure. Welcome to the Tales of the Islands.
In ancient times, there lived a chief named Tinilau and his wife Sina in the village of Samoa. Far inland, in the deep forest, there was a mischievous spirit maiden who desired to take Tinilau as her husband. One day, while Tinilau was away, the spirit maiden approached Sina and boldly entered their home. "Sina," the spirit asked, "where is Chief Tinilau?" Sina replied, "He is away." The spirit maiden said, "Very well, let us play a game." Sina agreed. "What game shall we play?" The spirit maiden replied, "We will play a game of binding." Sina asked, "What is the game of binding?" The spirit explained, "We will need a mat and some rope. You will lie down, and I will bind you with the mat and rope." Sina agreed, saying, "Very well, but if I feel uncomfortable, you must promise to untie me." The spirit maiden agreed. "That's fine. I will untie you if you ask." The spirit maiden lay down first and allowed herself to be bound, then called to Sina, "Untie me. I feel uncomfortable." Sina untied her. Now it was Sina's turn. She lay down as the spirit began binding her tightly. Once Sina was securely tied, she called out, "Untie me. I feel uncomfortable." But the spirit maiden refused, saying, "No, I will not untie you." With Sina helpless, the spirit disguised herself to look like Sina, awaiting Tinilau's return. When Tinilau arrived home, the spirit, now in Sina's likeness, tricked him into discarding the bound mat and ropes, which she claimed were rubbish. Tinilau unknowingly took the bundle, which was his wife Sina, and cast it into the sea, believing it to be worthless. The bundle containing Sina was carried away by the waves until it was torn open by fierce fish. Sina swam for her life and eventually reached a remote island. There, she was discovered by a chief named Tala, who took her in. Sina lived with Tala, but she was deeply saddened by her fate. Over time, she gave birth to twin sons, whom she named Filo and Fala. Sina and her sons Filo and Fala lived with Tala on his island for many years. The days turned into years, and eventually they all grew older. One day, the elder son Filo said to his younger brother Fala, "Fala, go and prepare some food and gather a pig so we can have a feast. Let us leave and visit the village of Tinilau." The brothers left for Tinilau's village. They arrived late at night, and by morning the day had dawned brightly. In Tinilau's village, there were two young maidens who had caught the attention of the brothers. This pattern continued for several days, with Philo and Fala visiting the village repeatedly. Their continued presence angered the people of the village, who decided to hold a meeting to discuss the situation. During the meeting, the villagers came to an agreement. If the brothers returned to the village, they would be captured and punished. True to their decision, when Philo and Fala returned to the village one night, the villagers carried out their plan. They captured the brothers, tied them up, and prepared a large furnace into which they planned to throw them. As they awaited their fate, Philo cried out in the song telling their story. Spirit from the heavens above, Sina was bound and cast away. She was saved by fierce fish in the ocean and carried to a distant land. We are her sons, Philo and Fala. Tinilau, come save your family. The song reached Tinilau, who listened intently, realizing there was a connection to Sina. He sent men to investigate the distant island. Tinilau said, "Let 2 people go to the island village and see if Sina is truly there, as has been mentioned." So 2 men went, but instead of going directly to the island village, they ran off in another direction. They went, and upon their return, they decided to fabricate a story. They came back to Tinilau and said, "Let us prepare the feast and offer it to the village leadership. I want my share of the best portions of meat, the belly and the chest." The other one added, "Well, I want my share too, the head and the eyes." However, the 2 men never actually went to the island village as instructed. Instead, they returned to the meeting place known as Laulala, Central Council Area, and participated in the decisions being made there. When they returned to Tinilau, they said, "Tinilau, it's not true. What the brothers said was a lie." The elder twin began to cry and sing sorrowfully. "Oh, what a terrible thing we have been abandoned. The fire burns, the feast is being prepared. Where are those who share in the food? Where is my belly and my chest, my head and my eyes? Tinilau, come and save us from this punishment." Hearing this, Tinilau said, "Oh, what a tragedy. Let's listen carefully to the crying to understand its meaning." The younger twin then cried and sang again. "Oh, what a terrible thing we have been abandoned. The fire burns, the feast is being prepared. Where are those who share in the food? Where is my belly and my chest, my head and my eyes? Tinilau, come and save us from this punishment." Tinilau himself set sail to the island where Sina has been living. Upon arriving, he found her and their twin sons. Overcome with sorrow and regret, he begged for Sina's forgiveness. Sina forgave him, and they reunited as a family. They returned to Tinilau's village, where the spitted maiden was exposed. The troubles caused by the spirit were then placed upon her and her children, who were thrown into the boiling pit originally intended for Philo and Fala. O le whango ngō lea wa uma, ia kofi le uru maafala, a iai se tasi e whaamakala. Kofi le kala manua, a iai se tasi e whauma.